heard it.
So you did hear it?
Yeah,
No,
we heard it.
We can hear it, but through your speakers.
Oh, that's weird.
I can't hear it the way it's supposed to be heard.
You know what? I can fix that.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
There we go.
Come on.
I mean, whoa. Oh, I can hear myself. Let's turn it off.
I love it.
What? Oh.
What's up?
What? Nope.
Did you figure it out? What's going on?
Nope. I don't like it.
What did you break?
What? No, you stop. I don't. That did it.
Is it fixed?
Yeah. So it was on your end.
No, it's not fixed on my side. Now
The
I've lost
echo is on his
your
side
audio
only.
somehow. How did I lose your audio?
Check.
Hang on. It was all working just fine.
Well, welcome to the Farm Sim Show, everybody. If you are new, this is normal.
Yeah.
There we go. We're live. We're back on.
Can you
Fixed
hear
it.
us?
Fixed it.
Hey. So, welcome to the Farm Sim Show. I am A2 Studio. This is
DJ
wonderful
Goham Gaming.
DJ Goham Gaming. And over there, we have MRG Mapping with us today. Say hey, everybody. Oh, no, wait. But we did the same. So I got to be Klutch. You got to be DJ, and he's A2 Studio.
Okay.
But where did MRG come into this?
Well, you can't be yourself.
Oh,
It's the Farm Sim Show.
I'm so confused. I turned your mic off for like 30 seconds and everything's totally changed.
It's a cherry thing. The sugar is kicking in.
That's if you guys are new to the show, this is the Farm Sim Show. It is very, very, very
Scripted.
unscripted. Would you believe it that we have 2 pages worth of notes and we're not going to look at them once?
Oh, yeah, I should bring those up, I suppose.
Hey, Shane's in here. He says, Elon!
What's going on, Shane? Zip it.
Now all you need to do is go to space. Join your buddies, your billionaire buddies. We are very. Sugar's great. We are having a ball today. We're having a good time. Pre-chat was awesome. We enjoyed ourselves. If you guys follow Klutch Simulations on Facebook or Twitch, you got to see us entertain people for about 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was absolutely entertaining.
Do I want to know what I missed when I was making my coffee? Is there something that do I need to go and look back on the video and make sure nothing inappropriate happened?
No, you're good. You're good. In the
Not
end,
a
it's
bit,
great
not a
stuff.
bit. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about Farmcon 21. Finally, we're able to meet up. So this is like a makeup Farm Sim show from last week. And then we're going to do Farm Sim show again this week, which is probably just going to be this.
Same.
Nothing's happening.
No.
Whatever. Klutch, where is everybody today? Where are we?
I don't know where you guys are. Is it that your living room or is that the special room? What room are you guys in?
Well, it is. This is the office.
That's where I sleep, in that couch.
Yes, upside down. Brian, what's up, Brian? High five. High five. Got it.
Oh, nice. Can I want to. I'm trying.
Which it's this one.
Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, I got one too. Good. I felt that. I feel left out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
We invited you. We didn't invite him. We invited you.
Yeah, man, I was here.
Goodness gracious.
We're-
Barger Farms had a birthday last week. Farm Sim 22. Stuff's happening. Before we get started, Klutch, where can people watch us today?
Oh, man.
And then let's just move on.
Today we're both on YouTube, of course. You're on YouTube on both your channels, I believe, right? Both
Yep.
channels, DJ Goham's channels. Goham Gear, and then of course DJ Goham Gaming. Of course, we're both on Facebook. We are both. I'm on Twitch, and I'm on What else? Facebook. Yeah, Facebook and Twitch.
So we're both on
there we go.
Facebook. You're on Twitch, and you were almost on Twitter. Got it.
I'm almost on Twitter. I don't know. Can you stream on Twitter? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Oh, we can go. Oh, Instagram. We need to do Instagram live.
Ooh, there we go. Okay, let's not do that.
We're not gonna do that. Oh, we can do Instagram live, but like in front of us, so it's only like seeing like
How far that
like
we're
that. Yeah.
How about TikTok? Can we stream on TikTok?
I don't have TikTok on purpose.
No TikTok, please. No TikTok. He's a TikToker though.
Let's
Where do you want to start with this? Oh, wait. I know where we can start. Hang on a sec. You ready? I know where we can start. Let's start with this. Where is it? There we go.
Sim Show.
It's horrible.
Oh, man. Awesome. All right.
The worst intro in Farm Sim.
No kidding.
Yo, it's still kicking.
So where do you want to start? Where should we start with all this? I mean, lots of
We need
information to
to
go
start
after. Do I need to
with
look
the
at the show notes again? I better take these up.
Well, actually, Trucker Mazzy is in the chat.
We don't
He's
read the
feeling
chat.
left out.
We don't read the chat at Farm Sim Show.
Okay, don't read the chat. That's fine.
I think we have to read the chat in Farm Sim Show.
Okay. Trucker says I think he's ignoring chat like Klutch. LOL.
Yep. Do a good job. There we go. See, we had to read the chat.
We read the chat. That's the first time we've ever done that on this show. Oh, we lost him.
Oh, I broke it already. Where is it?
I think you had a little one running there real quick.
Yeah, we do have little ones running around. Hang on, go. You guys
this
keep
might
on
be
going.
our
Apparently, I didn't have my realtor for a second.
Yeah. So far, this is the smoothest show that we've ever had.
It's because I'm here.
We're doing pretty good right now. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
There's only 442 people watching. No pressure at all.
This is what happens when we try and do this on a Tuesday when people are all running around the house right now. So yeah, my bad.
All right, let's talk. Farming Simulator 22 is happening November 22nd. It's a Monday. That's weird for video games.
Before Thanksgiving.
Farmcon 21 happened. Yes, it's a different number, but this is 2021. It happens every year. Farm Sim 19 is still existing. Yep, still kicking. And today we're going to talk about not the facts of Farmcon 21, but the.
You listen to me way too much in pre-stream. I'm really worried where this is going.
We're going to talk about, like, we know what happened at Farmcon now, right? Everybody watched Farmcon. Farmcon was there.
I think everybody saw Farmcon.
He was there.
My face was there actually.
Yep. His face, my face.
No, my face wasn't. My face was over here. My face wasn't there at all.
So you get a. Oh, Klutch, I think people can hear me in your thing. We're getting echo back from you.
Yeah, that's the thing. We have echo.
All right, let's see if I can change that again. Why does it always default back?
It's supposed to default forward.
I love that. That's great. All right, we should be good.
Are we good?
Nope.
What?
You should put your headphones on.
It's not going to fix that, though. That's not the problem.
What's the problem?
We'll see.
Oh, no. Check.
All right, see if that fixes things.
Check. All right, we're good. All right, so we're going to talk about FarmCon, but not the facts. We're going to talk about
Made up
the
stuff.
things that we think about the facts.
Are we okay? Let's you start.
Oh boy, this is going to be rough.
No. You start.
Oh yeah. Let's just talk about. Let's get a little recap. So we had some gameplay happen. New tractors.
May I interrupt?
New crops.
I need to interrupt that. I'm sorry. That was not gameplay. That was a combined harvesting a field.
It was. New tractors and equipment happened. New crops. We got some new crops.
Yeah.
Seasons. Production chains.
Tiny tractors.
Sound improvements. New USA map. We got to look at it a lot. That gameplay. Build mode. Probably my most favorite feature shown off. And precision farming.
Which is not coming
until 2020.
Okay, do we want to start by talking about day one? Do we dare talk about what was that? It was
Day one and go right into day two, but I don't know what happened in day one and day two. Let's talk about the gameplay.
Okay.
Gameplay happened. We saw gameplay. But what does it mean?
easy in the article.
You're looking way too deep into that. What we saw one combine on one field, really.
The gameplay was cool, but I think when people were watching the gameplay, they were so focused on what was in the gameplay to think about how the game was taking place and playing.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Do you see any traffic anywhere on the map? I didn't see any traffic.
Yeah, there's traffic.
Was there traffic? I didn't see it.
There was some that was coming in and out. It looked like they were playing 1080p, like medium settings.
Yeah, they weren't actually playing on a 1050 Ti.
Yeah, I missed some stuff there. It didn't seem like it was that much. Anyway, but it is Twitch. I think their main broadcast was focused on Twitch, which is dumbed down a little bit, right? And I think on YouTube you can go to 2K. You can do 4, I guess technically. You're right. But anyways,
so there's that. So we didn't get to see the gameplay that you wanted to see. We saw gameplay that was happening, not the best possible gameplay that we could see.
Yeah.
So it was that. Keep that in mind, and hopefully that kind of reshapes your opinions of what you saw. Because I've seen people saying it looks terrible, looks bad, or looks worse than Farm Sim 17. Well,
there we go again. It's happening again.
But
hey, it's coming back. It's all good. It is what it is. It's welcome to audio level problems. USB device not recognized.
Farming is meant mood. What's up, man? With the 199. Are you done?
He's playing the song. He's like, ding, ding, ding,
Can we get a rip?
All right, I'm back.
And
Kind of.
Rip clutch. Rip. So think about that before thinking about the gameplay from here on out. It was not gameplay. It was gameplay. Looking. Anyway. Going from there. Ground textures. Hello, the mama.
I'm sorry. Mom is there.
Uh-oh.
I'm back. Sorry. Audio's all over the map with that reset. Wow, this program is killing my PC. All right, what did I miss?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, we can hear us too.
Oh, jeez. Gravy. Gravy.
Check it out. Hang on. We'll do another microphone check. Check.
And you guys are good?
Nope. My voice is there.
I don't think you're good. I think you're both there. Hang on, stand by. I got you. I got this.
Yeah, we got to hang out with Gagabox. That's awesome. Keep up breaking the streams.
Oh, man. It's all over. There we go. We're back.
All right. So with the first impressions out of the way, knowing kind of how they were playing, ground textures. What do you think about the new ground textures that they're working with plow versus cultivating and disc harrow?
The biggest thing I think is being able to have the different ground textures after, like it recognizes what was on the field beforehand. So when you cultivate, if you plow, whatever, it sees what was there before, and then the textures are different depending on that. I think that's kind of a cool feature for sure. It's not all just, oh yeah, this is the plowed state. This is the cultivated state. That's it. Having it look differently, so your maps are all going to look a little bit different no matter what state they're in. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah, and the parallax occlusion is going to make all that look very nice.
Yes, for sure. Now,
the thing is that something that I would like to see, and finally they confirmed that it's not going to be there, is the multi-terrain angle. They confirmed that it's going to be still 45 degrees.
Yep.
So we have new ground textures, more realism, parallax occlusion, but facing one to the other like that. And to me, that was something that was kind of mandatory as an improvement on the ground. You're rebuilding all that thing, and in the end, you're not like putting like the cherry in the cake. There we go, multi-terrain.
Yep.
And
they said that they didn't add it because it requires more graphics power to run all of that.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make sure that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One run smoothly.
That is my biggest disappointment right there. I was kind of under the impression we had two different versions of Sense. They said, well, this is going to be one version that's going to be put out for past generations, and then current gen and PC and Mac. You're going to have a whole kind of different series where it's going to be, possibly a 4X map as base as. It's going to have a bunch of, not necessarily features, but it's just going to run a lot better. And it sounds like they've kind of dumbed it all down, so it'll all run on last gen, and everyone's kind of getting the same thing by the sounds of it. It's just maybe you might get better graphics. That's about it. Kind of disappointed.
The thing is, there is, well, I will let you go that. Well, you need to call that one.
Wow,
Yeah.
Andy, cheers to you.
It hasn't popped up on my end yet, but I can see it over there. Andy, what are you doing? Andy! Thank you for being great. A2 Studio! Gotta love having you in the background. Oh, you're in the background.
I'm the background. Yeah.
You are the back.
Tiny,
You're welcome to the
tiny.
background.
Please take A2 Studio to a nice meal. But Andy, I've been treating him dearly every day. But it looks like we're gonna have something real good here in a couple days. Then.
Yep. So what I was saying? Oh yeah. About the old.
You're just gonna leave Andy like that? Come on.
I just wave at him.
Thank you, Andy. You're crazy.
You're crazy, Andy. You're crazy. No. What I was saying, I was disappointed too with the fact that they're still supporting PS4 and Xbox. Not because of they support like the whole installed base of consoles, but then when they confirm that the game is going to have multi-threading, it also opens the possibility of the game running smoothly on old hardware, because it's going to be the old consoles are all multi-threaded. So there is a possibility that actually in the old consoles FS22 runs smoothly and smoother than it does in FS19.
Yep.
And the possibility is there.
Was it them that said that specific thing, or was that was
no,
you?
No, that was me. That was, I mean, if the hardware is there, if they are allowing the hardware to use more than one thread, for example, one for simulation, the other one for physics, the other one to communicate with graphics, the old consoles are going to be more relaxed, because even if it's an old hardware, there is multi-threading in PS4 and Xbox. So the possibility of a smoother gameplay is there. It's real. But we'll see. We'll need to see that.
Yeah. And they did a refresh for Farming Simulator 17 when the PlayStation 4 Pro came out, just for PS4 Pro, and that version is available right now on PS5. So I wonder if they're going to have maybe an ability to do that kind of thing. Maybe.
I mean, it's like on PC. You can play Farm Sim on PC in a very vast different configurations of PCs. You can tweak them down on a more modest PC. It's not gonna look that good. On a high power PC like this crazy thing that we have there, it's gonna look amazing. So they could kind of preset that for the console. So if the game detects that you are on a PS4, it's gonna decrease some values. It's gonna deactivate some things. Something that worries me, it's actually the fact that they mentioned DirectX 12. All consoles, they don't have DirectX 12. So at that point, I don't know what they are going to do.
You got me. I'm just concerned that they're going to dumb it down to the lowest common denominator, and it's going to be very, very little difference as far as capabilities of Farm Sim 19.
There's another possibility that, so I was talking about like a different version for the PlayStation 4 Pro and etc. Well, you know, PC, you can go in and set all these extra settings, make it look better, make it perform better, well, perform worse. But you know, if you've got the processing power,
you can go right into the XML and edit that, right? Like you can go really deep into it, right?
Yep. But I wonder if maybe for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series players, if they're going to add those options in as well. Maybe not the, here we go. Maybe not those options, but more options. Maybe, you know, line of draw. Maybe you can draw to 200% on consoles instead of just 100. I don't know. Never seen a more moist group of guys. Get out of here, Prestige.
Prestige, how you doing, buddy?
Absolute studs. Get out of here.
No, but actually, we've seen those options in other games that you can, in a console, you can select what is your priority in terms of graphics. Do you want it to be fluid, or do you want it to be detailed but not that fluid? We've seen that in other games. Developers allow the player to select that. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? I mean, we still need to see it, but
yeah, it would be great to see.
It will be great to see. Yes, indeed.
Moving on, there's a new HUD. It's blue.
How do you feel about that?
care less.
I was hoping for a revamp. Personal, I don't know. I think I made I made a video on that a little bit, to be honest with you, a while back. But I was hoping for a waiver that they would keep you more in depth or into the game, where you didn't necessarily just couldn't hit start and go to a HUD. I don't know. I might have been asking for too much, but I would have liked to have seen something that made it a little bit more, that would keep you in the game rather than just going to a menu whenever you wanted to buy something, whether you wanted to see something, maybe like actually having to go to a computer in your office or whatever it might be. I think that would have been kind of cool. I think that wouldn't have been that difficult even to add, to be honest with you. But anyways, I don't know, whatever. 6 and 1, half dozen the other, I guess.
Yeah, I think when it comes to that, it's more of, I would like to see this versus Giants probably saying, this wouldn't work for everybody. I think there's a couple things that they've got in the game. They're like, you know what, this works great. Nobody's complained about it. We're just going to keep it. And that's all right. Also, Andy said that you should really consider streaming on YouTube.
Oh, me?
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't stream at all on YouTube, Eddie. Not at all.
That matter. Yeah. I never did that.
No. He says he's he's blessed as a businessman, just passing it along.
Cheers, Eddie.
Andy, you are a rock star. God, that's crazy. I lost my train of thought. So new HUD. It seems like overall opinions on new HUD are negative.
I have not seen positive stuff on any of the comments I've read.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it. I do. I feel that it's clean. I feel that it's minimal. It shows what it needs to be shown. Something that I was waiting.
Go ahead.
Something that I was waiting is when they said the gameplay thing. The first thing I do on the map. Yeah, sorry. He put the mic to him, so you don't listen to me.
It's pointed over there.
No, I mean the first thing you do when you jump on a map, you do maybe a flyby on the map, and just the very first thing is you go to the store and buy something. That was missing on the gameplay. People were waiting on watching and seeing the store, and that was not there.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed on that.
But I think we've seen enough. We've seen a little bit about that, though, right? There was a couple shots that kind of scanned Elm Creek a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they showed it more off in the Elm Creek videos, I'm sure, like where they were talking more about the map and they showed a little bit where everything was. I got a fairly good feel for that, I found. I don't know.
Yeah. So what about the Gearbox? I don't think
I'm excited about that.
I don't think there's a single person not excited about that because you can turn it off.
Yeah. I like that it's an option you can have on. I'm really curious to mess with it to see how it works because they said that not every tractor is going to be exactly the same, obviously.
Yep.
What does that mean? Is it going to be is there going to be splitters? Is it all just going to be like different number of gears or what?
They said that, so let's say like an old John Deere's got 4 gears plus reverse, right? Or 2 reverse, whatever. Then it's going to have that on the floor.
Yeah.
And those are the gears you get to use. At least we're talking about base game. This has nothing to do with mods, of course.
Of course not.
Maybe you've got a something CVX.
Yep.
That's going to have a continuously variable transmission in it. You don't shift gears in that. It's always automatic.
Yeah. Drive neutral reverse.
Yeah. So, we got Formal Pickle in here as well. Love to get his opinions on this as well.
One thing they didn't talk about, so they talked about manual transmission. They didn't talk about 4-wheel drive systems.
Yeah. That's, I love just hitting the 7 and 8 button and the 9 and changing that
you
up.
can engage that, disengage that.
Yeah.
Posi-track systems as well, or locking differentials. They didn't talk about that. If that would be potential, I mean, I don't think that's going to be a thing. I didn't see any evidence on the menus, but there's options.
I think they didn't talk about that probably because, there's no mud. We know that. They've said no mud. There's no, slipping around and stuff. So they probably think, there's no point to do this. So why would we? Even though, there's a mod that in all the mods, it has to be listed, right?
And I believe that the Gearbox might be a consequence of the new sound system. Because when they show the new sound system, all the gearbox and all the gear shifting is on the new sound system. If you don't implement in the game a gearbox, it's weird because you are developing the sounds with gear shifting, with a clutch sound, because this is one of the images that it shows. It allows you to enable like when the sound of the clutch when you in between gears and stuff.
Mhm.
You have all this new sound system, which is amazing. That's one of the things that I'm excited about. But then the game does not have Gearbox. It's like, yeah, weird.
I have a question.
Oh, Klutch.
Why on earth did they talk about the gearbox for so long, and then when they went to go drive the tractor around, well, we're not going to use it because it's too complicated for us to use right now.
What
was that?
Too complicated for him to use
What
right
the
now.
heck was that?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but all I can say is immediately as soon as the stream, you could ask him too. As soon as the stream was over, I ordered a Logitech gear shifter.
I don't know. I was looking at I was almost yelling at my monitor. I'm like, you're announcing the fact there's manual transmission in game now, but then you go right ahead and say, but we're not going to use it because it's too complicated for us to use. Come on, man. Give me a freaking break. That was ridiculous. Use it. Show us how it works. I want to see it. Don't just go to auto mode and be like, oh, yeah, well, we have it now.
No, I think maybe it was one of those things where they may have said something and they weren't really prepared to talk about that one thing yet.
But that was a video. That wasn't like that was all pre-recorded, was it not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're
definitely pre-recorded. Because the people that were in the presentations were also in Q&A at the same time.
I was thinking how to make midget.
What's up, Harley?
So no, I was thinking actually with the controller on my hands, I know how to play Forza with manual transmission on the controller, but
still not that
how
bad.
are you going to implement a clutch in the?
Well, can you have a auto? You can have an auto clutch. You can have an auto clutch.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna
auto clutch. Get it? Auto clutch.
Just, yeah. He got it. He's a clutch expert.
Boo.
I can go over there and do it if you want.
Yeah, you better go back there. We'll have to pre-record those out.
But no.
Anyways,
we want more. We're excited about this feature. We want more.
I'm really excited about it. I wanted to see them use it. That's just, I don't know. I hate when you have the big announcement. Oh, we got this big manual transmission. You guys are going to love this. See, look at the menu here. We're not going to use it. We're not going to show it to you now.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yep. New tractors and equipment. Some older tractors are coming. Some older equipment's coming.
There wasn't a lot mentioned though, was there? Like, I know you got a whole video on it, but
their focus wasn't on equipment or tractors. It was about the gameplay. Like I said, I'm one of those people who's like, gameplay, whatever. You're using an old John Deere right now. I'm hyped.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so, I got another complaint then. Complaint number 2. I know this is gonna be a long show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
It can't be a long show. We have dinner plans with my family.
What was the big hype like? What was the big hype like 2 weeks ago, before Farmcon? What was the biggest thing that got dropped?
Gameplay.
No, before that, before Farmcon, what was the biggest video?
The
season.
There was a certain truck that got thrown out. That got shown off.
Oh, the Mac.
Okay, we found out there's Mac in Farm Sim. That was probably one of the arguably the biggest tidbit that was kind of thrown in there, and they had confirmed that it's in game now.
Yep.
We didn't learn a single thing about Mac trucks or any North American trucks in Farmcon. There wasn't even a video showing one of them off. There was nothing.
And I have something else to say. There was an add-on, or if you pre-order in Germany, they were giving a blackout Mac Anthem.
Oh, really? I missed that. I missed all of that.
I made a whole video on it. Now I
don't watch your videos.
Stupid.
So if they were giving away a blackout Mac Anthem, and that is supposed to be a gift for whomever pre-orders it, first, why only in Germany? Is it an American truck? And second, nobody knows nothing about it. Show it.
I was expecting to learn a little bit about that, and we heard absolutely zero about branded trucks and Farmcon, and I was like, this is a huge deal for North American people. Like the Mac being in game was a massive deal, and
even for the people in Australia, the people in Australia were also excited about seeing a Mac. You're Canadian, and you were excited to see a Mac. So and nothing. We got to see an old John Deere. Everybody got excited.
Cool.
I agree. I got excited when I saw it. Yes. Okay. The thing is, it might be only me, and I play on PC. Well, I don't play, but when I see PC, the tractor is there already. We have it.
The Anthem?
No, the tractor, the old John Deere, 78.
What model was it? Do we get a model number on that one?
7810, I believe.
Yeah.
7810.
Let's say I can go through my days.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I remember seeing it. I never picked up on it, but anyways.
So I don't
Nice
know.
tractor.
Well, my impression. Don't get me wrong. I am excited about FS22, and I want to have it to create more stuff for it, because the technical features that they announced are kind of I think that they are going to allow more complexity into the visual stuff, like the combination of the facts that they announced, parallax mapping, ambient occlusion mapping, ambient occlusion. There is the stream texture. All this is made to improve what you can see in the game, what you can see on the screen. It won't be overloaded with things that you don't have on the screen. So it will allow you to potentially allows you to see what you have closer with a better quality, better textures, better quality, better models, higher complexity. That's what I'm excited about. About what the gameplay and about what I've seen. Everything that was shown, I have seen it already in 17. Everything. Not a single new thing. Seasons, factions, the tractors and the models. And on PC, I can understand someone on PC, like, with the feeling that I have that. I want more. And
they didn't
that plus is not there.
They didn't show off too much about the texture streaming either during Farmcon. I was expecting to see a little bit more about that. I mean, we know the tech exists, but they didn't really show off more about it. And I was expecting kind of almost a detailed view of it, because they did talk about the parallax occlusion, but not that. So anyways.
Luca!
Cheers, Luca.
Pronounce it.
I'm not going to... Nope.
I'm an expert on doing that.
I'm so sorry, Luca.
I got you, Bagman.
50 euro, didn't say a word. You are awesome. Hashtag for Luke up in the chat. There you go.
Do you want? Can I barge in for a sec? Do you want to move on to something different?
Yeah, because if the people at home don't know that we're 1.5 points into 10 points plus a.
Is there more points on this? No. You've gone through branded tractors. We're good there.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your favorite topic.
Okay.
Production chains.
Nope, not my favorite anymore.
Was it really ever your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way that I think about the game is console mindset. So you guys were talking about this thing as a PC player. The vice versa, that is the console players who have never gotten an opportunity to do any production chains without having their animal system get screwed up.
Fair enough.
On anything else. You've got console players who have never been able to use some of these brands, some of these older tractors.
Yep.
That finally get to do that and finally get to utilize these things that PC players have had forever. You could do anything on PC, but to be able to do it on console and it be part of the base game, I think is huge.
Okay.
What were we talking about?
Production chains, what your thoughts are.
Yeah, production chains are awesome. They're going to be completely different. Do them if you want. Don't do them if you don't want to. I think that's going to be that. It just gives you an extra set of steps.
I think it gives you some more options. I think it's neat, some of the new stuff that's coming out with it. I'm still rather concerned about physics, as like palette physics, bale physics, all that fun stuff.
I'll give you this one.
If they didn't rework this, if they didn't rework palettes and bales, especially, which it sounds like they didn't.
You want to?
Then
do you have the screenshot?
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
That screenshot with the. Are you talking with the? Was it the telehandler? Yeah, and there was like sideways on it.
The palette. Yeah, that's an FS19 feeling. That is kind of dangerous. Yeah, they mentioned that physics were very complex and they were not like rebuilding them.
Yeah, that really concerns me a little bit. That really concerns me. If they're putting so much focus into these production chains And I mean, the biggest part, the biggest gameplay part that is production chains is actually going to be moving stuff around, picking these pallets up, loading them onto things. If that doesn't get reworked, that's going to be an issue because pallet physics sucks so bad.
It was
If that's not fixed, then there's going to be something that's going to have to happen because that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
That was my note with this as well in our doc is pallets. Really?
Yeah.
And number 2 on this list for me at least. Not that the trucking in Farm Sim is bad by any means. Like driving a truck is good, but if they're pushing down the production chains side of things, they need to really think about first person view in trucks and make sure that that is like, you got to have workable mirrors. You've got to have stuff that really works, I think, because it has to be closer to American Truck Sim, because that's going to be part of the game now, is really focused in on trucking and driving from point A to point B and doing trucking and make that so it's really fun. Because if that's not fun, then this whole production chain thing is kind of garbage in my mind.
And they did a track there. How's it called? The Phoenix. Yeah. There is a track there, the Phoenix, that has workable mirrors, the right interior view. So yeah, that's I think that's
I think it could be done fairly easily. Sorry, DJ, you gotta cry. Are you okay? What's wrong?
No self-promotion.
Oh.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
As long as there's a certain Phoenix or something along those lines that works properly.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like that. I'm gonna have another. I'm gonna complain some more.
Okay.
More complaining.
Oh my God, he's been away. Now he's whining.
Clutch. Sorry,
whining
Clutch.
all over.
I got so much complaining to do. I'm so sorry. Production chains. Do you feel like this was the biggest thing for Farm? Like, was this the biggest announcement?
So,
I mean, it's either that or seasons, right?
No, neither.
You don't think so? What do you think the biggest gameplay announcement was for what's the biggest feature for Farm Sim? For Farm Sim 22.
Precision farming. John Deere. Yeah, no, it wasn't. No, okay. First, all right. What do I think the biggest thing that Giants wanted to be? Production or the sound? To me, it was build mode.
Okay. Fair enough. I can somewhat agree with that. Build mode was cool. David, what do you think?
Build mode was cool.
Build mode is cool. The fact that they are using, I mean, you said that you haven't seen an example of streaming textures. Fences.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Anyways, the fence is a very good example of it. Also, when they are deforming the terrain, it's different. If you pay attention to it, it's different. Also, when they were painting the terrain grass again, the typical squares or triangles that you are used to see on the terrain, they were not there anymore. It was more random. So the building...
I agree with you guys 100%. That's a huge new improvement, but in my personal opinion, I don't think that was. I mean, that's an improvement over the last terraforming and building features we have in Farm Sim 19. Right. But as far as new features go for Farming Sim 22, I mean, you've got seasons implemented, you've got production chains. I don't know what else is new. We got some new crops, I guess. I feel that their big push has been production chains in my mind. That is like, this is the feature that's going to be the biggest thing for Farm Sim 22 of all the features. Last game we had a couple new animals. This time we got global companies or production chains.
It's not global companies. It's way different.
Way different. You're right.
I will say I'm gonna miss being able to put anything wherever I want, at least to start with.
Mm-hmm.
They'll fix that the first week.
But that's something that it actually might be improved on the new build system, on the new build mode. Actually, the fact of being able to place a building without so many complications, to put it in a way.
And I really hope that's true, because the mill build, and I don't know what they spent the most time on in the last 3 years. Like, if it was the build mode, I could see that maybe spending a lot of time on that, because it does look pretty cool. There's a lot of things that have to happen. But my problem is, okay, if it's production chains, is that really part of farming? Is that?
I don't think it's part of farming, but I think it was the next step, because there
I
were
agree,
a lot of
maybe.
I think there were a lot of players that really wanted to be able to do something else.
Think so? Okay, fair enough.
So, and plus, this is out of the way now, and modders can create things for this system,
for all platforms.
For all platforms, so you can have factories are a thing now. Production chains, factories are a thing now. So,
is there anything else that would have been absolutely massive, that would have been a huge undertaking that you would rather have seen?
rather have seen?
Yes, over something that would have been such a time sink, such as implementing global companies, production chains into Farm Sim 22. Is there anything else that you could have think of? Like, is there anything else you would have rather have seen?
I didn't really have a long wish list.
Yeah, I did. I had a huge wish list, and I could think of more than a couple of things I would have personally liked to have seen over that. Not now. My problem is that we're coming from PC world where global companies is a thing.
Yep.
You
do whatever you want.
Exactly. So I can't look at it from the console point of view. I'm not sure if there's a big demand on console for this. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm totally off base on this, and I apologize to console players if there is. I use it every once in a while, and I turn it off. Like it gets used. It's more used so that I can use throw buildings anywhere I want on the map without buying land. That's usually what I use it for now. But personally, like for instance, one thing I would have rather seen: deformable terrain. I think that would have been way better. That is farming, folks. Yeah, dynamic ground. So you drive over something, it turns into mud. If it's raining, it changes the terrain. You get rutted out roads. You get whatever. You have potential of getting stuck potentially. I think that would have been a way bigger thing for Farming Simulator.
Terminator's in here. We gotta behave.
I know. Sorry, hey, Terminator. Sorry, I'm on my complaining spree right now. But welcome in. I just would rather see things that is more. If it was more related to farming, that would have made like that's a huge deal with farming is being in the fields at the wrong times and being like driving around your land at the wrong time of day if it's raining out or whatever. You're getting stuck, and I don't know. That seemed like it would have been more important to me.
I think of the same thing. It's farming simulator, not runner simulator.
I agree. And I'm not talking about for off-roading simulator. Don't get me wrong. That would obviously take part of it. But I think as part as farming goes, like that aspect and realizing when you shouldn't be driving your combine through a field and when you should be, that should be taken into effect. Also, we haven't learned much about weather effects yet.
Yeah. Well, we do know that like there's not going to be a tornado or something like that.
And that's fine. That's all good. But is there going to be flooding? Is there going to be frost?
From what I understand, there's not going to be any crop destroying natural disasters.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the wording, but that's the wording that I'm going to use that I think means the same thing.
I've heard that as well.
That's what we see on the news.
Salmon Mike,
and that I feel that should be a thing as well. That's a huge part of farming, right?
Sadly, when there is news about farmers, it's nearly always because there is something happened and a whole field or whatever has been destroyed.
A large section of a crop is gone. Yeah.
So that's actually when it's on the news, it's because of that, and not having that on the game, it's something that it's to me. I agree with you, Klutch. It's missing.
Yeah, I think it'd be in a big aspect. So now that's moving more onto the seasonal changes stuff that's coming down the pipe. We'll see. But when I look at, I think production change is fantastic. I think it's a cool update, and I'm curious to see where we can go with this. I personally feel that was the big announcement for them. This is the big new thing for Farm Sim 22, and I look at that and I'm like, well, instead of spending time on that, there's like 5 things over here I would rather you guys have worked on instead. Personally, I think that's the way I look at things. But anyways, I digress. There's my little soapbox. I'm gonna get off that now, and we can continue on.
No, but you and me.
Me.
Okay,
you can go.
Okay. So no, if you look at the production chains as a single item, it might be not enough. But it was said that when they announced when Giants announced seasonal, like the seasons building the game, there is a period during the year that you do nothing.
True.
So if we put that together with productions in game, actually it's giving the people something else to do but logging, and it actually turns the game interesting because you can plan ahead your seasons to focus on winter
100%.
to do something, to work on something, not just skip the winter.
Yep, no, you're 100%. You're not wrong at all.
It's like a cycle. I mean, and now out of the box, going back to console players, you have a huge installed base of console players that have nothing to do with the winter but plowing snow. If the productions are there and they can play with them, they are having a full season. They are having a full year with things to do on the game, with things to do on the map, and not get bored. Like I see it like not a single announcement, but a consequence of improving and making the game bigger.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I agree. I never thought of it in that aspect before. That's a good point.
And they've also taken care of the people who were experiencing those problems but don't want to deal with it as well. You can skip multiple days in game now. You can skip 24 hours
and deal with the consequences.
and do their. No, to be fair, no. If I play on 6-day seasons, I'm skipping winter. I put it on times 5,000 and go.
Respect your elders. Klutch wants to say something.
You're not allowed to talk when the elders are talking.
All right, Klutch, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna get back on my soapbox. What's with the days? Why is seasons limited to the days they put them onto? Why is it only 3 days per season? Why can't we change that? Why does it
will.
I know modders will, but base game, why are we limiting this to 3 days per season? This is so painful. Okay, single player, fine. I can live with that. I can work around that. In multiplayer, can you having 3 days per season? Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna be a huge problem for multiplayer.
Can I be mean?
Oh, okay.
Please, go ahead.
Terminator say be mean in a minute. Terminator saying that, and this is something that I didn't know.
I didn't know this either.
Do 3, 6, or 9-day seasons by adjusting the time scale below 1x.
So, but what if
They're having longer days?
Yeah,
that's just longer days, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or also remember too, what was it? Well, the seasons in general. So we talk about it says solutions creation and time scale below 1x. So if you play it 1 times per year, 12 by 24 hours, 0.5, 25. I understand that.
I get. What if you have some bad weather though? Like that's just going to extend the bad weather potentially, right? So like you hit harvest season, and you've got a 4-hour block where it's raining, and well, I can't harvest while it's raining, so I speed it up. But then the next guy gets on the server later on, or a multiplayer game later on. It's like, well, I was going to harvest, but oh, guess what? That day's gone, and it's winter now. So much for that. Like I just think that's. I like the way that it was done beforehand, where you could actually change from 3 to 24 days per season. It was up to your choice, and you could change that on the fly if you needed to. It made life a lot simpler for multiplayer, at least. Single player, I can at least understand it a little bit, but for multiplayer, I think it's a bad decision.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say in one thing, I can explain it in a way of saying 3-day seasons. Every season you play in, every season play is it's 1 month, but they said they removed that feature because it can be game breaking, is what Terminator has said. So understandable. If the feature's in, could be game breaking. Timescale solutions, best way to optimize it. Perfect. Hey, I'll take it. That's the way it is. Cool. The way it is right now, it's still always 3-day seasons. But if you're doing 24-day seasons, you literally have 24 days that are exactly the same over and over.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Just different weather every day.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that for single or for the uses. It works fine with the seasons mod is what I'm saying right now, and it feels like we're taking a step back.
Yeah. But are we opening up room
maybe
for modders to jump in?
For sure, and I'm 99% sure modders will come and jump in. Unfortunately, console players may not see that. It'll probably be a PC mod that will not affect it.
But is it? No, but I mean, I don't see why. Seasons is built in the game. So,
I think it'd be a script, though, would it not? That would adjust that.
Season script is already in the game.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know.
So,
anyways,
I've been able. Seasons is a mod, and I've been able to do a snowplow as a mod.
Yeah, but you're not actually physically adjusting timescales and stuff.
No. But I'm consuming the seasons mod.
Yes.
From my mod.
And I agree. But that's fine. But would you like any scripts that have been made that adjust the time scale? I've never been able to be implemented to console.
No, yeah, that's true because it'll change. Well, I don't know. Commander is saying.
Joss, I believe he was on
the seasons mod originally, right?
Yeah, those guys. He's the lead on the seasonal cycle. So the person who made seasons
was involved with the seasons mod at least. Yes.
Yeah, he's the lead on that. So realism is modding. That's it.
Realism. That's it.
So I think that maybe this may be one feature that we don't know everything about yet. And
I would think you're right.
We're taking what we know and saying, what about this? And it may be not done yet. They may still have some other stuff. So they did say that, they're taking into consideration what the community has said. And I think this is the one thing. This may be one of the things everybody's like, I understand it's not 3-day seasons if I put it at half scale, but maybe just do the.
There's got to be a way. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm sure Giants will take a look at that. They listen to everything. Anything that's plausible thing. I'm sure there's 2 or 3 people at Giants right now going, all right, nobody like this. So,
and like I said, this is just my. I know I'm complaining a lot about things, but I feel like they're still trying to change some of the stuff that I don't really particularly like about what we've heard about so far. That's one of them.
And Kerminator's absolutely right. I've had to force myself to call it seasonal cycles because that's what it is.
I know it is.
Cycle of the seasons changing. Not.
You just got to get away from calling because the seasons is a mod. Seasonal cycles is base game.
Here's the thing. Us as creators and influencers in the community, I know you love that word, Klutch. We want the game to be the best that we can be for you guys from as much as we could do. The Giants themselves want the game to be the best game for you guys so you can play the best farming simulator game yet. So I'm sure we've got a lot of ways to go. And I'm excited to see what they bring next. And November is getting here quickly.
Growth calendar. You have notes on that. That look cool. That look nice. That's similar to seasons as it is.
Yeah, it looks just. I mean, I think we can. I don't know if it's 1-to-1, but I mean, it seems that it tells you when you can plant. It tells you when you can harvest and follow it. Or
I do find it interesting that like the geos now are all implemented into the maps themselves.
It's cool.
Like that's going to be interesting. Yeah, but
and I'm sure you can override that because all code can be overridden anyway. That's all.
I'm curious to see how that works out because are you going to be able to take? It's like, oh, well, you know what? I don't really want to have this particular geo on this map. Can I change this to something else?
What they mentioned is that the map is going to be geolocated.
Yeah. So
and that also goes with the license plates.
Yeah.
The map is gonna. People were saying we're gonna have license plates on the vehicles. The way I say it, and I've reviewed it, I've replayed it many times. My impression is that the license are going to be part of the map. And
really?
in your vehicle, your vehicle, you will select a point where the license is going to be loaded.
Interesting.
But you will not put the license on your vehicle.
No, the plate itself. Yeah, the plate design can be changed by the modder. So let's say the game or the map. Let's say we're playing.
Sorry. Is this going to be designed by the map, like the plate design? So they're going to have 52 different states potentially of plates in the database.
Well, either that or maybe they're the USA map, whatever plate. It'll probably just say America or Midwest, something like that, or have an American flag on it. Probably will be as generic as possible to get the point across.
I'm sure the map makers will be able to change that out.
Yeah,
like that'll be something they can put in.
Lancy Boy could jump in and say, American Life Farming is Ohio. Here's the Ohio plate, and it says Djgoham on it.
And when you buy a tractor or you buy a truck, if the truck is modded or created with a place for a license plate, I think that the license plate that will be loaded for this tractor or this truck in this map is going to be the license plate loaded in the map.
I think you're right. That should work out. I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's kind of it's neat.
No, I like it.
It's exciting. It gives people a way to. I think the little customization options like that, the quality of life is what you would call it. It makes you feel like you're more in control. I think it's cool. I think that was a little feature that's going to go a long way.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
As a modder, I create vehicles and I create things. Every single thing that I've created people is requesting for license plates. Everybody requests license plates, and then Giants did it. So thank you.
Makes your life simpler.
Yeah. What else you want to talk about?
Let's see here. I'm going to pick and choose on your little list we got sitting here because I didn't do any of this work.
Kerminator's over there going, I'm not contacting any of these guys ever again.
Sorry, Kerminator. Okay, you know what? Let's go over something that I originally could have cared really less about to something that I'm really excited about right now.
Oh, let's go.
New crops.
Yeah.
This one caught me off guard. And you know what? There's two different things. Number one, the way you place down vines.
It's like the fences.
It's like
awesome.
the fences. It's just streaming.
I was expecting like, here is your vineyard. Place it down. It's like this big flat open vineyard, and that's your vineyard. Like that's not what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. And they showed it off, and I'm like, you can make this however you want. You can make it follow terrain. You can do whatever you want with it. That's cool. And then all the
Put it on a
special,
hill, like
Yeah,
in Europe we have
exactly.
vineyards on the hills, and it's gonna look amazing. I agree with
and
that.
then all the specialty equipment, like they showed off a bunch of the little narrow little tractors with the cultivators and the whole way that's
Landini.
gotta go. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'm more excited almost to use those tractors and equipment like for totally random things.
I believe, yeah, no, I got the ideas too. Don't worry. But it looks like this is gonna allow you to play slower and enjoy it. It seems like overall the Farming Simulator 22 has been designed more to not see how much money you can get and how much equipment you can buy the fastest. It seems like it's allowing you to slow down and really enjoy the equipment that you are using and the tasks that you're doing at hand. I'm not going to use the 3-meter cultivator. I refuse. But I'm
But
gonna.
they said it's necessary to plow in the, to.
Yeah,
to
you
plow
have
in
to use the little ones to
You
get in
have, you
between.
have to. It
Mhm.
doesn't. The big ones don't fit.
So we're gonna have to make a 3.1 or 2.9.
Hey, I have an idea of that.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you later.
Good or bad?
No.
It'll start off good and
You
end
can't
bad.
say no to good or bad.
No. It's a good idea
For who?
Okay.
for me.
Oh boy, this is gonna go.
So, anyways, I'm excited about. Like, I originally looked at grapes and all of this and was like, we've already been down this path, and this was not that great. And now I'm like, hey, you know what? This is actually really cool. This is going to be fun. A totally different type of gameplay, and I'm excited about it. So it's totally changed my whole opinion on it. Sorghum, yeah, it's there,
It's
but
another grain.
it's
That's
another
fine.
grain.
It's
All
like
fine.
oats, so now I'm gonna do sorghum and grass instead of oats and grass for every harvest.
There we go. Right.
And yet again,
Um,
from the modding point of view, the way that the fences are working, the way that the new vineyards are working, those open possibilities because that is a new mechanic of creating things on a map. We saw that on a vineyard or on a fence.
Yep.
But I mean, give that to the modern community and give them the possibility to streamline of things around. That's gonna be epic. That's gonna be epic. I like that.
I'm excited, and then greenhouses as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
greenhouses.
I'm not sure about greenhouses yet. That seems pretty generic.
Yeah, pretty generic, but they don't sell automatically like they used to. You don't just make money off of manure and water.
I agree.
I'm assuming you will still have to give them manure and water. However, you take the product. So the strawberries,
It's
the
global
tomatoes,
companies still in
the
Farm Sim 19.
lettuce. But you have to use those things in the productions.
I was
Or you can sell them.
when they first
Greenhouses
talked
are
about the
production.
greenhouses.
I mean, they
Yeah.
changed the shape of them, but
it's just a
like
company.
bakery.
You slap a bakery
easy.
down. I was hoping there would be more to them. Like I was hoping it was gonna be like, okay, you get your greenhouse, and you actually have to go in and do something in the greenhouse almost. And I don't know what it would be yet. If it would have to be manual labor, yeah, like get your pick out, your hoe out, or
I'm
you get.
not doing manual labor.
I'm just saying if there was some way of doing something in there instead of just automatically getting stuff, it seems. I don't know. I haven't thought enough about this to be honest with you, but it's the same as what we have in FS19 for global companies. That's all.
Right, but it's not
Which is
only
not wrong.
console. Over half of the community can't do it.
I know now they can or will be able to soon enough.
Mhm.
Jay's asking for bigger greenhouses, and it sounds like they will be. Obviously, it's not just the tiny little greenhouse we have right now that gives you what is it, $10 an hour or whatever the heck it is in the mod. I don't know what it is off the top of my head anymore, but anyways, it sounds like it'll be better.
Well, it doesn't give you money.
Yeah, that's just it.
It gives you a product.
It gives you tomatoes or what are the crops we got?
Tomatoes,
Tomatoes,
You've
strawberries.
strawberries, and you've got, well, they said salad, but I believe it's lettuce.
It's lettuce, yeah, salad. Made me laugh. I'm like, salad? What kind of salad are we getting here?
What are you talking about? Yeah. So, and then one thing that I was interested about, I learned something new, was that I knew the olives and the grapes were going to be done similarly, but the screenshot we got of the olives was like in this huge field, like somebody went through with one of J Turk's anything can plant anything things and went poof.
Yeah.
Olives. But no, they're did that thing, and you can use it.
Yeah,
know
I
exactly
agree.
what I'm talking about.
Okay, we got to probably move along. I know you guys are running short on time. I know it's something that I don't think anyone's not excited about, the new build mode.
You mean that thing that we talked about 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, but we didn't really go in depth about it.
You kept talking.
I know. But the build mode's cool.
Build mode's
Did you
great.
see all the placeables that they have for objects already placed into it? It was crazy. I was actually kind of blowing my mind a little bit.
What was it they said? Over 100 fences?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Base game. What?
the thing is that they say that, and I hope it's not because of the different colors.
True. That's a good point.
Could be.
But
Because
I was
have
watching
5 poles and 5 colors per pole, then yeah, of course you have a lot of fences. But
I mean, I looked on the bottom part, like where they were scrolling through it, and it did look like there was a lot of different ones in there. I didn't notice many that were just like side by side. Here's your brown, here's your white, here's your black, here's your green, whatever. It seemed like they were all different in my mind. Lots of buildings, lots
and
of
the
different
buildings were changing colors too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And branded. You got was it Horman?
Horman.
And whatever the
The other
What are the silos? The silos as well. Una, whatever the silos are. Anyways,
Unia, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It's Polish.
Of course.
Yeah. No, we got.
And it's
of
not
course
3
it is.
meters.
And it's
Of
not
course
3
it is.
meters.
And it doesn't cultivate. That's awesome.
I was excited to see it. That was great. That was the biggest thing, really. The build mode looked fantastic. The new fences are so cool, though. I can't get over the new fences.
That is cool. Yeah, indeed.
Now, did I hear that right? That you can, like, they were talking about sectioning off a fence, making a pasture, but they only talked about horses moving from pasture to pasture. I heard that part. Did they talk anything about cattle? About like if you want to make a pasture for cattle?
The animal meshes are the same.
Yeah, see, that's
So
what I
there
was
has
afraid
to
of too.
be-
That's all I
you're-
heard.
Your animal can't be a thing. I believe the way in Farm Sim 7 or 19 it worked, David, correct me if I'm wrong, but the blackout screen when you get on a horse, because the horse is in a nav mesh.
Mhm.
And when you get on the horse and you're ready to go, black screen, and then you go out and it becomes like a vehicle, more or less, because it
Yep.
changes what it is
Yep.
in the game. That's how it was able to be worked, and they're not doing. You're not gonna jump on a cow. No,
On a ball, like a ball? Can we get rodeo mode in Farm Sim 22?
Rodeo mode. Now you're going crazy.
That's right. I was talking to Austin and Pickle lately.
Won't be on Switch.
We know that.
Yep. Well, I just said it.
I know.
Well,
If you have a Nintendo Switch, oh, here's the camera. You're not playing Farm Sim 22. You got Farm Sim 20. Farm Sim 20 is awesome on Switch. Go download it. Check it out. I was about to say link in the description. I don't think there is one.
I'm just, I don't know. It sounds like you are able to move your horses from pasture and they'll stay in that pasture from the way they sound like they fenced it off. I have no idea if I'm right or wrong. I'm not big Ryzen Fox. I'm in. I'm in. But
I gotta be
was
honest with
hoping.
you. Goggle Pop is just as funny in real life as he is in chat.
Oh, Goggle Pop.
He's awesome.
All I got was screenshots or pictures on Discord from you three jabronis.
What are you
It's
talking about,
hilarious.
jabronis?
You three.
What? We
Never.
three?
Yes. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that.
Stone Tools. I could probably answer
Hey,
that.
are we not going to talk about the fact there's no undo button?
Do you want to talk about how hard something like that would be to implement?
Do I?
I mean, I understand it's difficult, but it seems like that should be a thing.
I'm
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens when the time comes. No. Yeah, we'll see.
Wow, this is awkward. This is really awkward. David, nothing, eh? Wow.
I'm actually. Yeah, no. We'll
Cheers, Andy.
Anyway, the undo button is extremely difficult, and I don't think your consoles are powerful enough to handle that.
I know that's what Chalky said when we talked to him, right? Is because we even mentioned this back, was it February? Is that what it was when he was on the show with us?
February,
We're like,
March, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, why can't we have an undo button in Farm Sim 9? Like, why does that terraforming not have that? And he's like, well, it's not just simply like reversing it. It's actually, you have to record what was happened beforehand and then be able to revert back to that somehow. And the process that the power that's required to do that is just not there.
There's in any system, the undo action does not exist.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is the opposite action of the one that you just did. So
Yes.
we already have it somehow. If you raise the terrain and you made a mistake, then you put it down.
Yep.
But script that Yeah, that would be painful. If it's single player, it, if they limit it to single player, it might be an option. But when you try to synchronize that on a multiplayer server and make that happen for everybody, now imagine a player that goes high on the terrain, and it actually happens. It happens on when you're playing. You hide the terrain, the tractor goes up, and if you remove the terrain until you touch the tractor
Yep.
falls. So
I'm just
now
surprised.
synchronize
Like,
that. Boom.
in my mind, correct me if I'm totally wrong on this, but like you could put a script in where it would just know that whatever your last action was. I guess the problem is you move your mouse around or you move your controller around and you move your spot around. Like if
I mean,
it was
the
just a
game-
button, so you hit it
we've
once, it's
seen
like,
that-
ooh, I didn't want to do that. Like if I hit something, it's always right away. Where it's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. If I was just a button, I could say, do the opposite of what I just did. Do that again, and it would drop it back down. But the problem is, you could move your mouse to some other spot, or you could move whatever. Then that would be totally messed up. So, yeah, I guess that wouldn't work. I just talked myself into a circle. Never mind.
Also with the fact that the time scale or the time is always running. So
Yes.
you made an action at second 1. The undo is not going to be happening at second 1. It's going to happen at second 10.
Yeah.
And a lot of things might happen in the middle because it's a simulating game that it's simulating a reality. In these 8 seconds, a lot of things might have changed, preventing you to undo something.
True.
So I understand like totally that there is no undo button because programming it will be like very, very hard. Very difficult.
Fair enough. And you know what? I think we've all come to accept the fact that there's no undo, and we've managed to work around it so far.
You
Usually-
raise the terrain and you don't want it, then you put it down.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it'd be nice to be able to have that button. But I think generally speaking, most of us have got to the point now where it's like, okay, I kind of figured out if I screw this up, how I can fix it now, at least to make it look so it's workable.
They have
Anyways,
improved how they manage buildings. When you place a building and you remove the building, they've improved that. But you'll see.
I have no idea what that meant.
It says, "Are you sure you want to make that giant spike?"
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, I just saw it on my other screen. I'm like, what did he say there? God, maybe we need a warning screen. It's like, yeah, you have it on maximum terrain editing right now. Are you sure you want to do this? A little warning screen pop up. There we go.
I see. It looks like I'm making a ramp now instead of a hill.
Yeah. Are you sure you want Djgoham mode enabled?
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
what
best mode.
We need a warning, I think.
Hey.
Oh,
Damn it!
geez.
Can we make that a real thing?
Goham mode.
Watch him. He'll be like, you will have no idea what DJ Goham said to stream last night. And he's going to have about 4 or 5 dudes that working on the game just saying some stuff.
Placeable ramps.
Placeable. Yeah.
We need some ramps, more ramps. Speaking of Goham mode, sound improvements.
They went ham. They're great.
I think they're
100%
fantastic.
across the board.
I think Chalky said that was like his biggest thing he was excited about was the sound improvements.
That was Leaker 10, I believe.
Yeah, Leaker 10. But actually, they've announced the new sound system a while ago.
Mhm.
And
This is the first time we heard it, though.
But I was yeah, that's true. But I was actually hoping that it would be available for 19. I was expecting that to be
Yeah.
available for 19.
Yeah, but I think they just had higher quality recordings. I
Yeah.
think basically. And don't get me wrong, Farm Sim 19 sounded better than 17 did. That turbo one,
Well, the transmission even, right? You get the
That's nice,
transmission
but
once.
no,
I like
top,
once,
I didn't like that.
once you max your speed out, you get to hear the transmission spinning as well. Like I love that. That
Yeah,
sounds
so-
great.
So now, so the tractor sounds inside, sound different from outside. You can hear the plastic beating around inside, and the gear shifter and everything.
Was it wipers, the
wipers.
seat, and what was the other? There was 3 things. The shifter, I think, right? Yeah.
And the implements working. I mean, I was impressed
Trailer
Only with
goes
the trailer.
boom.
with the trailer going up and then going down. And that sound, the sound of that was awesome.
We had the surround sound cranked up in there, and it went boom.
That's awesome.
It was so cool. Yeah.
I have a question for you, David. As a modder, does that new sound engine is it any change to the engine itself, or is it just different recordings? How does this work out for you?
Yeah.
I mean, the app, if Giant want us to make the sounds to work like they are working, they need to release that app to us or a version of it. because I can have sounds recorded, but if I don't have the app that translate those sounds, you see the time scale that they were moving around, they were switching values, changing values. They cannot expect that to happen on a software that it's not their software and have the same effect. They have to provide, or I think that they have to provide a tool, maybe not that one, but a tool, an add-on for to Giants Editor or something like that, for us to work with the sounds, because it's not only the sounds. Now the sounds are linked to animations, and they showed that animation
like
thing
a
sliding.
timeline. It was so cool.
It was awesome, but if they don't give us the tool,
Can't do it.
I cannot do it. I cannot do it.
So would that be like, would that in theory, would that tool also like implement or enable like the sounds of closing doors or like a hood or something like that closing up and down? Would that even work with that?
That would be linked to the animation sound editor that they've shown.
Every animation has its own set of sounds.
Mm-hmm.
You can script the animation, or well, from what we've seen, you can script the animation. I believe like we do now with timestamps. So the door goes from 90 degrees to 0 degrees in half a second. So then you can script, okay, in this half second at the beginning, I want like the door handle to do cluck cluck.
Yeah.
Then I call that sound. Then the door moving. Then the door when it closes, the boom of the door. And then you link this animation that you've scripted, you link it with the sounds that you have for that animation. And that is awesome.
Okay.
That is actually awesome.
So in theory, something like this, that programming could be added into Giants Editor. Is that what you're thinking, or is it going to be a totally separate program?
It could be added in the Giants Editor. I mean, Giants Editor, it's in the end, it's a software. They can change it whatever they want. They can have a menu that you go sound editor for the mod that you have loaded. It can load the script, and I mean, if it was me, I would do it this way. You open the mod. The mod loads also the XML in the background. So then you set up the animations, and then you say, okay, sound edit animations. You drag sounds in. You move your sliders. You save it, and it changes the XML and how the sounds are.
Okay.
That's
well, fingers crossed, because the new sound engine does sound fantastic. So hopefully,
we got a guy.
Oh, we got a guy.
Cannot confirm the audio tool will be made available, but we're aware of modders' interest in having access to it. I was told today that mod documentation will be released shortly for Farming Simulator 22's public.
That is not fair. We want the tool.
He didn't say no.
We want the tool. We want the tool. No, I mean,
whenever I say maybe to my kids, it always means no. So that's what I'm reading into this right now.
I mean, it was so cool that it will create a huge break in between in-game sounds like native vehicles and modded vehicles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We'll create no. Give me a tool.
To clear up what he was saying, because I didn't understand that. I think modders, at the end of the day, all modders, most of them anyway, want their mod to be as good as it can be, so that you, the player, can enjoy it exactly the same amount as what they had envisioned. And this one tool allows them one more level of being enjoyed. Right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if there is a Mac in the game and I'm making my truck, I want my truck to have the same behavior as the Mac that the Giants provided to the players. I want, if this Mac is having a set of sounds and stuff, I want my mod to behave like that. I don't want my mod to have a flat sound. I want it to be like the in-game one. And for that, well, hit the tool. Did I say that I won the tool?
I think we're fired.
I just read it. Sorry, Carm. Sorry. We won the tool.
Can I just say real quick? Kermit hasn't been working at Giants long, but he is fitting great. I love that dude. All right, we got about 16 minutes because we have to shower. I was about to say we're dirty boys.
Yeah, we're dirty.
Shut up. We got
Oh, God.
Yeah, we have to bathe because we've been outside all day sweating. Anyway, there was other stuff. David actually put together a wonderful presentation for you guys.
Not a wonderful presentation, but basically, what I can say about the new, like as a modder and and like knowing a little bit how it works, what Giants did with the new engine, my impression is what they are looking after is a smoother gameplay on everything. Not needing to load the whole map if you don't see it, allowing you a smoother gameplay doesn't without taking or without considering where are you.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
the camera's not loading
Now-
my face in.
Now I'm
Yeah.
now I'm occluded
All right. Now we're
and now
unoccluded.
I'm rendered.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the word.
but yeah, exactly. No, but it's actually true. I mean, if you put together occlusion cooling and texture streaming, what you're actually providing to the engine is a lower load on things that you cannot see. Now, this needs to be balanced very well because the side effect of that is it's called or known as popping. When you don't see something because it's not loaded, and then all of a sudden you move the camera and needs to be loaded, it won't be there. It will appear there, and that creates a weird effect. It needs
They
to be
talked a
balanced
ton
very
about that during the Elm Creek presentation, right? Like there was probably a good 2 minutes of where they discussed how that's all going to work out. So
Actually,
I
Kevin
was actually
trying to-
just
no, Kevin. Who was the guy that was playing?
Where,
Stefan.
where it was like,
No. When he was in the street, and all of a sudden a red car appears, and he was like, "Whoa!" And yeah, the red car wasn't there. Just
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that being said, like I was just messing around on like Ravenport just a minute ago, and it's the same thing. It's funny how they make the map on Farm Sim 19. Like there's not a spot where you can sit on the map and see the whole thing. Like there's like the town site is down in a valley. So if you're anywhere away from that, you don't see anything that's down there.
not wait.
Because it's occluded
like
by the
see
hillsides.
that are happening.
Yeah,
But
you can't
in
see any.
19,
You can't
you're
see
loading
buildings. You
everything.
can't see a lot of things, though, right? And that goes the way that the map was built.
You actually showed me that.
Yeah, I
It
showed
was-
you that.
So we got a new graphics card in the home theater PC. Hey, so we were testing it to see what would make it go. "Ah!" Not much. Not much makes it do that. What was the thing you did to show like, yeah, see, it's still there.
Yeah, well, if you're in the store and you turn to the C,
Oh yeah, it was
it's
like,
gonna slow down.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
dropped to like 75, 76 FPS. It was
And
not
you're
good.
looking at the store. You're not looking behind, but you're looking at the store. The
Mhm.
game right now renders everything.
Oh, real
So-
quick, Nathan. I need you to help somebody. Yeah, I volunteered you for something. I'm so sorry.
There you go. It's not me.
Shoot me an email later. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, the things that are there
how-
but not really there.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, what I see, if you combine that also with multi-threading, you can have a thread that it's busy with physics, not with physics and graphics and sound and you know. So there is, I mean, give the game a couple of hands and a couple of legs, and it will run better than if there is only one leg. You have to do everything.
And but if you're running like that, your hands are going to be doing this, right?
But you can do something with the hands. You're not like that.
Trying to find something to do with my hands.
Give me a second. I got you back.
Why do I agree to this? And David's gone. What are we waiting for now? I don't know. Here he comes. Okay.
Maracas of awesomeness! Maracas of awesomeness!
That's loud. Yeah.
David, what were you thinking?
I don't know. He said something to put in their hands, so yeah, we're gonna leave it there.
All right.
Give me that.
Do we want to talk any more about the optimized engine? David, do you have more to talk about on this?
No, we're good. We're good. I mean, bottom line, better gameplay, smoother gameplay. That's what I see behind the changes that they did.
Mm-hmm. New effects.
Well, we have new 3D effects when the combine is working.
Yep.
The combine is it's not dropping just a plane of or a texture moving. You can see 3D particles leaving the combine. That's also
It look great. Well, it's not a 2D thing anymore. It's got layers to it. I don't know if it's
layers,
like an onion.
No particles. Actually,
It's like an
particles
onion,
move.
right? Is that what the saying is? It's like an onion.
Those particles are going to look pretty good with parallax occlusion. Man,
I mean, in the end, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more immersive. You're gonna be more into the game, and there will be less elements that will drag you out of the game, and you feeling, oh, that's wrong.
but you know one thing that will drag you out of the game?
But
Anyone in your room,
I'll therefore
because it will not be available for VR. Farming Simulator 22 will not be VR ready. You will not be fully immersed, though you could still use the thing to make it a screen. You can do that if you have that available.
William Taylor wants it.
Well, yep, he needs cowbells probably because something about modders. No, he didn't say that.
Give me some cowbell.
Can you
Give me
go
some
get
cowbell.
Yeah, I'll get the cowbell.
Okay, lights on in the studio.
How come GPS isn't a thing? What do you think? Like, what is
Nobody
the
needs GPS?
baloney? Baloney. How is GPS not a thing in Farm Sim 22? I do not understand.
If
Why
you
do
look at the map, there is coordinates, so potential is there.
They've got to fix that. Mods are going to be put in for that right away, right? Someone's going to mod that in.
I gotta hit to my $5. You understand?
It's the most anticlimactic thing I've ever seen.
You would never guess that I'm a professionally trained percussionist by the way that I play cowbell. It's actually supposed to be this way so the people out there can hear it and you play on the edge.
Okay.
Very loud. And which live stream?
Well,
You can catch the replay on his. 'cause
Yeah,
it was
my stream. Yeah,
annoying.
he went crazy with the freaking thing on my stream.
You can hear it through my whole house because I beat the crap out of it.
So
I feel sorry for you, David.
I think that's it. We got talking points and we're out of here because we got to shower and get to my parents' house for dinner.
Okay. Before we
All
go,
Talking points.
favorite thing about FarmCon? What was your favorite new piece of new information, or favorite thing you saw?
Fences build mode. It's the thing that's I think is the most different.
Okay.
Sound is different. Yes, it's completely redone.
I didn't ask for all this. That was your one favorite thing.
You knew what was going to happen.
Yep, I know. That's why I'm asking, getting you to say it. David, what was your favorite thing?
the direction the Giants is taking with Farm Team 22.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, biggest disappointment.
That you don't like it as much as I do.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I have more questions.
Biggest disappointment. I think that I like when they say that they still have the limit of the 45 degrees on the field.
Mhm.
That's one of the things that I don't play a lot. I
Yep.
don't play a lot, but when I play and I see these things, it pulls me out of the game. It's like, oh no, just turn the tractor, just follow the I don't know.
Yep.
That pulls me out of the game, and I think
Okay.
that should be like.
I
improved.
agree.
I don't know. I'm a fanboy. I'm very partial.
I know you are. That's why I'm asking it. Out of your comfort zone, DJ. Come on, buddy.
I'll tell you my biggest disappointment because Terminator's got it right here. He said, I quite enjoyed that one new guy's commentary on the Bell Stacker Challenge. I enjoyed it too. What I didn't enjoy was watching them do it. I could do that in half the time. Booyah. Get out.
Wow. All right.
I
No
can do all
complaints.
three of those jobs.
So
Now-
DJ had no complaints about FarmCon, is what I'm hearing.
Day one was rough, man.
No, yeah, no. Day one was like, and we discussed about
Here's
that.
on.
We didn't take any notes on day one.
No, I mean, everybody's happy because
get it, Kermit, get it.
no, but everybody's happy because Giants is making the big move on self-distributing the game, and we get it. But a 15 or 20 or 30 minutes, I don't know how long it was. Talking about that when people is just like that, waiting to see the game. No,
It
I'm
hurts.
sorry, no.
Here's the thing. I know FarmCon. I've never been there, but I know FarmCon. We've seen pictures and different things. This year's FarmCon would have been great live. Would have been
Mhm.
awesome because the people that were very, very ready for FarmCon would have enjoyed all that. Now here's the thing. I also know that Giants prepared FarmCon this year as if it were going to be live and if it were going to be online, just in case. So they prepared presentations that would work either way. That being said, I think they understood maybe some of them wouldn't work great on thing, but we move past that. Day two and day 3 were awesome.
Yeah,
They were.
I agree on that. Yeah, 100%. Day 2 and 3 were awesome. They first, yeah, that. What else?
Talking points.
How's your dating life going, DJ?
What? All right, none of that happened. The stuff that we talked about 2 weeks ago, none of it happened. I got thrown under the bus. It was terrible. I'm done with this crap.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
I was trying to hook him up yesterday, but he was not. No.
she was 10 years younger than me.
But that's actually a nice thing.
No. I'm 32, not 22.
Nah, she was like 25, 26. Don't.
Mm-mm.
And she was, I mean, she was with him, like talking, and he,
Me and her made fun of him a lot.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
We had a good time. It was fun. We played Top Golf. He wasn't great.
You played Top Golf. I hit the ground, then I hit the metal plate that is on the side.
Oh,
Then I hit.
But you didn't have the shortest or longest shot of the day, though. You hit
no.
everything within like 3 feet in front of us, all the way out to like 3 feet in front of the fence.
Yeah.
I got to the fence and I accidentally hit it 1 foot. Actually, I didn't even hit a foot. I went like that far that just rolled off the edge, and the people in the booth next to us were dying.
I mean, yeah.
I saw the whole thing. It was so bad.
They were concerned that I was going to throw the golf club away too. Yeah.
I have nothing for that.
Golf is not my thing.
I've never played Top Golf. I've only done real life golfing. That's all I do.
It's
He hit
awesome.
himself. That's right. Y'all played, didn't you?
Did you hit yourself?
No, Todd Mathis, when we were into St. Louis, Todd Mathis actually hit the ball so hard that the ball came back. So it came like what was the people that were watching him play. That was scary.
We had a good time. And then you attempted. There's a place around here that's famous for big banana splits, and I ordered 2 of them, and the girl that was taking our order was really confused on why we ordered 2 of them. And it's about 3.
I'm still confused why we ordered 2.
We haven't eaten since then because we're not hungry yet. When we ate, we were each presented with 3 pounds of ice cream. Yeah, get the picture out. We were presented with 3 pounds of ice cream. I ate probably 2.5 pounds of it, and he ate about half of it. And well, I asked him if he'd ever been sick on ice cream before.
Do show it to the camera.
Yeah.
This better not be a picture of you guys Lady in the Tramping a banana.
No.
So the ice cream.
Lean and put your face in there.
The ice cream is bigger than my head, and I have a big head.
But yeah, because move. See the camera? It can see you. Get away from it. See, it's following you with a.
The phone is off.
Your phone's off.
Anyway, some stuff happened. Go on Instagram.
There you go. Move your face around.
No,
I need parallax occlusion on my face.
There we go. There it is. We got it now. That's a lot of ice cream.
Yeah,
it's too much ice cream.
So anyway, yeah, it garnered some attention from the tables around us.
Just 2 dudes eating 6 pounds of ice cream together.
I thought that was much more appropriate than us trying to share one. To be fair,
No, no, we're not gonna share and not get here. Have some. No.
You guys could interlock your arms and like.
Yeah, with the ice cream. Have some.
Oh. All right, we got to get out of here because I got to go introduce him to my parents.
All right, have fun.
He's introducing you. That's actually what's happening, but it's not bad.
What's funny is I took Trucker Matsy out on a date one night and just pretended we were on a date to make the people around us feel uncomfortable. What I didn't say is we got a private room at dinner the other night. And
He got it. He got a private room, and we closed the place.
It was pink.
Biscuit, if when you saw it, please, I'm not cheating on you. Happy birthday.
Check Farm Sim news from today at the very end where it says like other top stories or something like that. I put a collage of pictures and a video of him swinging the golf cart. It was great. Oh yeah, Trucker Matsy's right there. He says it was hilarious.
Oh man.
That
Oh,
was crazy.
all right.
So we gotta go.
We got work to do.
All right.
Oh, we're going to have dinner. I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten since yesterday.
I'm still not hungry yet.
Oh.
Clutch, do you have anything fun going on?
Not compared to you two. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I got nothing else. Went camping last weekend. That's all I got, my friend. That's it.
What the show is today.
There we go. All right. Cheers, you guys.
Oh,
boy.
Already? Oh,
Yeah.
hope you
What else
guys
you got?
enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed to the channel. If you enjoyed the GoHam fam and the souls and the crew. Turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss
Good.
any idiotic craftsmanship here on our channel. So we're Farm Sim shows returning normally back this Friday on Clutch's channel. A2 Studio is gonna be gone. I gotta wake up at. We have to leave at 4 a.m. on Friday.
We got to leave at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Oof, I gotta wake up.
Good luck
at
with that.
3. There were
Oof.
nights I didn't go to bed by 3.
Oh, bad. All right, we'll be back on Friday. My channel, I think it is, right?
Yep, normal
probably-
schedule. Hopefully,
Maybe we'll talk about this all over again, and I won't be as negative.
if
I
the
can't
week
promise anything.
continues, we're gonna do the same thing. And a big shout out to everybody who super chatted. Thank you to all the channel members that were being here and supporting the channel today.
Cheers, you guys.
Moderators, thank you for doing everything that you guys do. Nothing that we do can even possibly remotely happen without you guys. So thank you to Kerminator, who is the United States. I was about to say ambassador.
Community manager.
That's me.
Community
He's
manager.
United States community manager at Giants. He works at Giants, and he's here. He wants to know what you guys think about the game. So check it out. Make sure you guys join.
Give me the tool.
Was it the?
I'm sorry, Kerminator. I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier.
He's not.
Give me the tool.
Cool. All right, I gotta go put this microphone back over somewhere else.
Cheers, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Farm Sim Show, baby. The Sim Show.
We really need to get a better one of those. Yep, we need to. It's so bad.